Hello everyone, my topic is improvising grading of cervical cancer using quality assessment method in Smart Colposcopic images. So I'm Jennyfer, research scholar, Department of Computer Science, Center for Machine Learning and Intelligence, Avinashilingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women from India. Is a cancer that occurs in the lower part of uterus connected to the vagina. It is caused by the human papilloma virus and is the second most common cancer among women. It can be prevented by human papilloma virus infection vaccine and also by taking regular screening program. So for screening program, we will be having pap smear. Initially, we have been using pap smear method, but it is a clinical method where tissue is taken from that from the region and it's taken for the analysis. During the analysis, the cancer will be identified. So it is a painful procedure where many of the women hesitate to take the screening due to its painfulness. And many of them are still not aware about the cervical cancer and they are ignoring to take the screening due to its private part. And here it is highly seen in the developing countries. The cervical cancer growth it is also increasing the growth of cervical cancer in the developing countries. Then later on a digital device called colposcopy was introduced. But it cannot be portable. It is not portable to any of the rural or urban region. And later on, they introduced a device called Smart Colposcopic images, which has a smooth-based device where the doctor can take a screening or capture the video or high-quality images, and that quality image is taken for the analysis whether the region is affected by cancer or not. It is non-touchable and non-painful procedure, and it is capable of capturing the quality of images of 16 into optimal magnification. Due to mobility, the rural woman can get screened from the various screening programs, and many of the women are highly benefited using the screening procedure. In this screening device is specular reflection. The specular reflections appear as white spots, which appears as white pixels on the surface of the images because of the moisture content of the human body. It observes the light from the surrounding and reflects as specular reflection. So here the active white region and the specular reflection appear as white tissue, and it leads to a confusion during the quality of grading procedure and misleading the type 1 and type 2 and type 3, which affect the automation process during the grading procedure. Here, the main challenge is specular reflection. So this specular reflection cannot be stopped, but it can be identified and removed from the specular reflection. So here the methodology involves the Smart Colposcopy images, which is collected from the public database called Kaggle. So from that it is collected, and the images are resized as 256 into 256 because images are resized because normally the size is very large for the captured image are very large, and during the deep learning procedure it may affect the computational time. So the image are initially resized as 256 into 256, and then it is converted to XYZ images because normally the RGB and the digital images are may vary on each and everywhere, but XYZ is a device independent. It does not affect the quality of the images on different devices. So that's why it is converted to XYZ images. And then I have analyzed each and every pixel of the images as 0 to 190 and the 191, 192. So each and every white region pixel has been analyzed. Based on that, 191 to 255 is region falls in the specular section, and other non-regions, 0 to 190 is falls in the non-specular section, which is taken as 1. So after identifying the glare region, that images identified region are changed as where 0 to 190 is represented as 1 and 191 to 255 is represented as 0. So based on that, it is converted to binary images. So why this need of binary images means because normally we have to use a labeled image for deep learning or for segmentation process, since there is no labeled images provided or available for this type of SR. So I have created a labeled image, and then I use a fine-tuned unit model to segment the specular reflection from the Smart Colposcopic images. After identification of the, so encode the output image means the SR region is identified from the images. After that, it is moved to the trained partial combination painting model, because this method helps in identifying the region which has been identified and identified as SR region has been removed from that images, segmented from that images. So that removed region should be filled with the neighboring pixels, so that to create a complete image. So impeding the procedure where making the image complete for missing region or any of the region is there, so it will complete the procedure, complete the images using its neighboring filling process. So here I am using the same here, but partial combination pairing model is used to fill the missing regions. So here the encoder output means that it will create the complete image without so here the specular reflection detection with the quantitative analysis. So based on the binary masking and fine-tuned unit model, the binary accuracy is 98.9% and intersection of union is 96.5. It is compared to the other deep learning model like unit and simple CNN model. So based on that fine-tuned unit model along with the binary masking predictions is highest for the SR detection. Quantitative analysis, you can see the original image, actual image, variance map, prediction mask, segmentation images. So here you can see that original image is with an SR and the actual mask is nothing but the proposed binary masking labeling the SR region, and variance map is with the 7 of the 7th layer is shown how this region is identified from that unit model, and the predicted mask is nothing but the region which is predicted from the fine-tuned, the SR region which is predicted using the fine-tuned unit model, and segmented images are the images where this region has been identified. So these are the qualitative analysis of the specular reflection detection. So here we will be seeing small challenges like specular reflection along with the white star. So normally this images will have some white stars, speculum and aceto white region. So without affecting these three properties, the SR region should be identified. So here you can see the proposed method only detects the specular reflection without affecting the SR region. But along with that, the speculum is also identified, but that's not a major problem because speculum is a metallic shield, but white discharge is important part of cervical region, so it should not be identified as tissue region. Should not because we when identified that region as SR and converting to a tissue region will lead to misprog. So this is the removal procedure. You can see that image with the original image, first image with the original image with SR region, and second image with the detected SR, and the third image you can see that the image without SR because it has been removed with the partial correlation in painting procedure. So here you can see that it is quality of the image is analyzed using PSNR value. So partial correlation is used, 48.25 dB is used with a similarity index of 0.984, and loss 1 and loss 2 also calculated, which is very minimum compared to the other method. So here you can see that the region is filled with the partial correlation neural network, which takes the 4 hours 20 seconds with a computational space of 3.4 MB. So grading of Smart Colposcopic images. So there are three types of grading: CIN2 and CIN3. Here, which means the first stage of cancer, second stage, and third stage. This is the way how the cancer will be affected. So in the initial stage, it will be in the lower region, and in the second stage, it moves a little upward, and in third stage, it moves to the vagina. So these are the three stages of cancer. So normally, so here misleading classification also leads to severe issues. So here using how cervical images without quality assessment with quality assessment, how the grading is done. So here the without quality assessment means the images which are directly collected from the causal data set are considered for this grading procedure, and other is with the quality assessment. After SR detection and removal is taken for the quality assessment, which are considered as the quality assessment. So that image is taken for this type of for grading of cervical cancer. See that this is the specular reflection, detection and removal. So these are the images. So here you can see that here I have used three classification models: DenseNet 121, VGG 19, and EfficientNet. So these are the pre-trained classification model which is highly used in the recent years. So DenseNet 121 and VG19 are the highly used classification model, and EfficientNet is a recently developed model which is used for classification purpose. So here you can see that DenseNet without enhancement predicts the 92.72, but with enhancement it has improvised up to 97.32. And you can see a VGG19 also 95.02, but VG19 has improved up to 96.25. EfficientNet is 91.79, and EfficientNet has improved with the enhancement is 93.27. So based on the analysis, you can just improve that the grading of cervical cancer. During the grading, the quality is more important. So this enhancement improves the grading of cervical cancer which has been proved using the classification. So here the quality of the images has been improved by identifying the SR and removing it using partial convolution neural network. So this procedure is enhancement is important factor in smart colposcopic images, which has been proved by grading the enhanced and non-enhanced images on the classification model of 121, VG19 and EfficientNet. So based on that, it is proves that the grading. So this work is supported by Center for Machine Learning for supporting and sharing resource of both this research work. The Department of Computer Science and Technology supported under the scheme of DST Curie IAI sanctioned for 4 research plans for artificial intelligence in the year 2020. So these are some of the references which have been used for this study.